In the heart of an ancient town, nestled between bustling bazaars and quiet alleyways, lived a humble cobbler named Baba Karim. His tiny shop sat under an old neem tree, where he spent his days repairing worn-out shoes for the town's people. He charged little, often nothing at all, for the poor, and in return, he received prayers and warm smiles. Though his shop was modest, Baba Karim's hands worked with skill and love. He believed that shoes carried stories, the footsteps of joy, sorrow, struggle, and resilience. He often told young children who visited, "A man's journey is written on the soles of his shoes." Despite his kindness, life was not easy for him. His wife had passed away many years ago, leaving him with a daughter, Amina, who was the light of his life. She was a bright-eyed girl with dreams larger than the sky. Unlike many girls in the town, Amina longed to study and learn, but education was a luxury they could barely afford. One evening, as Baba Karim sat sewing a torn sandal, a wealthy merchant entered his shop. His shoes were made of the finest leather, but the sole had loosened. "Fix these well, old man," the merchant said, tossing them carelessly onto the wooden table. "I will pay you handsomely if your work is good." Baba Karim picked up the shoes, running his fingers over the fine craftsmanship. With a nod, he got to work. As he stitched, he spoke softly, "A shoe is like a man's honor. If the foundation is weak, it will crumble, no matter how grand it appears." The merchant scoffed. "Honor does not fill the belly, old man. Money does." Baba Karim smiled but said nothing. He worked diligently, and within the hour, the shoes were as good as new. The merchant examined them and, pleased with the work, placed a gold coin on the table, a payment far more than the usual price. For a moment, Baba Karim hesitated. This coin could buy books for Amina, maybe even a month's worth of food. But as he looked at the merchant's face, something inside him stirred. He slid the coin back. "Forgive me, sir, but I only take what is fair." The merchant laughed mockingly. "Foolish old man, you deny fortune when it stands at your door." Baba Karim only smiled. "Fortune given without honesty is like a shoe without a sole, useless." The merchant shook his head and left, leaving Baba Karim with nothing but his quiet dignity. That night, Amina found her father sitting by the dim lantern, sewing yet another torn shoe. She knew their struggles, yet she had never seen him compromise his integrity. "Father," she whispered, "why did you refuse the gold coin?" Baba Karim looked at his daughter and gently tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. "Because, my child, wealth earned dishonestly never brings true peace. If I had taken that coin, my hands would have been full, but my heart would have been empty." Amina listened, absorbing every word. She hugged her father tightly, vowing that one day, she would make him proud. Days turned to weeks, and one afternoon, a stranger arrived at Baba Karim's shop. He was dressed in simple robes, but his presence commanded quiet respect. "Are you the cobbler who values honesty over gold?" the man asked. Baba Karim, taken aback, simply nodded. The stranger smiled. "Then you are the man I have been searching for." He placed a scroll on the table. It was a royal decree. The man was an emissary from the grand scholar of the land, and he had heard of Baba Karim's honesty. The scholar, a man who valued wisdom and integrity, had decided to grant Amina a full scholarship to the most prestigious school in the kingdom. Tears welled up in Baba Karim's eyes. He looked toward the sky, whispering a silent prayer of gratitude. Amina's dream had come true, not because of wealth, not because of power, but because of the honesty and dignity of a simple cobbler. And so, Baba Karim continued to mend shoes, but now, he did so with an even lighter heart, because he knew that true fortune was never in gold. It was in the legacy of honesty that he had passed on to his daughter. This story teaches us, wealth may fade, power may crumble, but honesty and integrity build legacies that last beyond a lifetime. True success is not in riches, but in a heart at peace.